इसराइल ने ईरान के खिलाफ खुली जारियत की। आलमी बरादरी ईरान इसराइल फौरी जंग बंदी के लिए किरदार अदा करे। पाकिस्तान ने ईरान पर इसराइल की हमले की भरपूर मज़म्मत की। साख 4 तुर्किया में होने वाली OIC वज़राए खारजा इजलास में शिरकत करेंगे। वज़ीर-ए-आज़म शहबाज शरीफ का वफाकी काबीना इजलास में गुफ्तगू। पुलिस सिक्योरिटी इदारों की तमाम जरूरियात पूरी करेंगे। ज़राअत पर कोई टैक्स नहीं लगाया गया। 6 से 12 लाख आमदन पर टैक्स 1% करने का फैसला किया है। और ईरान कभी सरेंडर नहीं करेगा। इसराइल ने ईरान पर हमला करके संगीन गलती की है, जिसकी उसे सजा मिलेगी। ईरानी सुप्रीम लीडर आयतुल्लाह खामनेई का सरकारी टीवी पर कौम से खिताब में कहा, अमेरिका की किसी भी फौजी कार्रवाई के संगीन और नाकाबिले तलाफी नताइज होंगे। शोहदा के खून और सरजमीन पर हमले को नहीं भूलेंगे। ईरानी फौज को हुकूमत और अवाम की हिमायत हासिल है। दुश्मन मुस्लिम ममालिक में फूट डालने की कोशिश कर रहा है। हेडलाइंस आपने मुलाहिजा की। आपको बताएं कि फील्ड मार्शल सईद आसिम मुनीर और डोनाल्ड ट्रंप की मुलाकात आज अमेरिका में ईस्टर्न वक्त के मुताबिक दोपहर 1 बजे यानी पाकिस्तानी वक्त के मुताबिक रात 10 बजे के करीब होगी। जराये के मुताबिक अमेरिकी सदर ट्रंप फील्ड मार्शल सईद आसिम मुनीर के इजलास में जोहराना देंगे। फील्ड मार्शल सईद आसिम मुनीर का ये तारीखी दौरा पाक अमेरिका ताल्लुकात और आलमी सतह पर पाकिस्तान की अस्करी क़यादत की पहचान की अक्कासी का मजहर है। ये मुलाकात इलाकाई और आलमी इस्तेहकाम में कलीदी शराकतदार के तौर पर पाकिस्तान की अस्करी क़यादत पर बढ़ते हुए एतमाद और अहमियत की निशानदही करती है। फील्ड मार्शल सईद आसिम मुनीर को किसी भी भारतीय वफ़द से पहले व्हाइट हाउस में मदऊ करना अमेरिकी खारजा पॉलिसी में पाकिस्तान की स्ट्रेटेजिक तरजीह का वाज़ेह इशारा है। अमेरिकी सदर से फील्ड मार्शल सईद आसिम मुनीर की मुलाकात इस बात की गुमाजी है कि अमेरिका इलाकाई इस्तेहकाम को बरकरार रखने में पाकिस्तान के किरदार से बाखूबी वाकिफ है। यहां आपको सुनाएंगे अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप की गुफ्तगू।
Mr. President,
we may meet. I don't know. There's a big difference between now and a week ago, right? Big difference.
You said we may meet. Just about said we may meet. Is this about Vance and what's possibly going to talk about?
It's about anybody. They even suggested they come to the White House. It's a big difference. Yeah, but they've suggested that they come to the White House. That's, courageous, but, it's like not easy for them to do. But they suggest, because I can't go now because of what's going on. I had to come back early from the G7, which was terrific, by the way, in Canada. Really terrific, good people.
Is there a possibility of next week or sooner that you're...
Well, I don't know how much longer it's going to go on. I mean, they're totally defenseless. They have no air defense whatsoever. We've totally captured, we've totally captured the air, Brian.
Yeah, Mr. President, you've been fairly compassionate towards the Iranian people.
It's human. They're human beings. I know a lot of people from Iran, from New York, from Washington, mostly from New York. They're incredible people. They're smart. They're energetic. They can be difficult, but so can you. No, they're great people. They're smart people. And those people are getting the hell beat out of them now. And it's really a shame. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's another one, Russia, Ukraine is so stupid. Would have never happened if I was president. You guys agree with that, right? Would have never happened if I was president. Putin would have never done it. And I spoke to him yesterday, and I said, he actually offered to help mediate. I said, do me a favor. Mediate your own. Let's mediate Russia first, okay? I said, Vladimir, let's mediate Russia first. You can worry about this later. But I think that's going to work out too, but so many people have been killed. The big thing with that one is far more people are dead than have been reported in the Ukraine, Russia. Many, many more people. A building falls down, they say nobody was hurt. So
what does unconditional surrender mean?
Well, you know what it means. Unconditional
Can you explain it for those who don't?
Two very simple words. Very simple. Unconditional surrender. That means I've had it. Okay, I've had it. I give up. No more. That to anybody else that they didn't like. They were bullies. They were schoolyard bullies. And now they're not bullies anymore, but we'll see what happens. Look, nothing's finished until it's finished. You know, war is very complex. A lot of bad things can happen. A lot of turns are made. So I don't know. I wouldn't say that we won anything yet. I would say that we sure as hell made a lot of progress. And we'll see. The next week is going to be very big. Maybe less than a week. Maybe less. But is there anybody here that said it would be okay to have a hostile, very, you know, zealots really, but to have a hostile country have a nuclear weapon that could destroy 25 miles, but much more than that, could destroy other nations just by the breeze blowing the dust. You know, that dust blows to other nations and they get decimated. This is just not a threat you can have. And we've been threatened by Iran for many years. You know, if you go back and look at my history, if you go back 15 years, I was saying we cannot let Iran get a nuclear weapon. I've been saying it for a long time, and I mean it more now than I ever meant it. Yeah.
Mr. President, a question on deportations, Mr. President. You said last week that changes would be coming for farmers who have seen a lot of the workers they rely on taken away, but then DHS said this week that worksite enforcement would remain in place, that it's a cornerstone. So what's your message to farmers?
We got to get the bad people out of here first, and we're doing that. We're taking them out by the thousands. Murderers, drug dealers, people that are mentally insane from insane asylums. What they gave to us, fellas, they gave. Oh, do we have anybody in here that's a member of the? No, I don't think so. You've known all these people for a long time. Any illegal immigrants in here now? If they were, they'll find out.
Right.
They'll be checking you. You won't believe. Your whole life will be destroyed because of this press conference. Watch. They'll destroy these people. I didn't want to tell them that before this stood up. They'll end up being, oh, he's a so-and-so. This one is from you know where. Don't worry. I think you're going to be okay.
Sure.
I'll be right behind you.
Thank you.
Far behind you. I'll be right behind you. Now look, we have to take care of our farmers. We have to take care of people that run leisure, hotels. I mean, we have to take care of them. But most importantly, we have to get the criminals out of our country. And Biden let in thousands and 11,888 murderers. Many of them murdered more than one person. Can you believe it? Many, almost 50% of them murdered more than one person. He let them into our country. They emptied out the jails of countries from all over the world, from the Congo, from Venezuela, from all over the place. They emptied out the jails, many of them. I would, if I were running one of the countries, I would have emptied out my prison population into the U.S., and many countries did. And we're getting them out, okay? We're getting them out. Thank you very much. Let's watch this. Brian, go ahead. Are you okay?
I'm just going to follow up on the immigration real quickly.
Yeah.
Can you comment on the impact of the Trump card and how much revenue that's?
Yeah, we have a thing called the Trump card. This has not been done before or thought of. And for $5 million, this is usually people that would either be working for companies like Apple, I think is going to buy a lot of them, because they can't get people into the country. You know, if you come in through the southern border, you have no problem. You can be a criminal, you can be a drug dealer, and you have no problem. But if you go and graduate number one in your class from a great school, you can't get a job because there's no access to getting it. You can't get a green card. So we're going to sell that to people, in some cases wealthy, in some cases not wealthy. They'll be paid for by universities. Look at Harvard; they got $53 billion. That whole thing is coming to an end. It's amazing what we found out. What a disgrace! They have $53 billion. We gave them 5, 6, and some people say it's as much as $9 billion over a short period of time. So that's very much coming to. They want to make a deal. More than, I would say Harvard wants to make a deal more than Iran wants to make a deal, and Iran wants to make a deal. I mean, a lot of things are happening on a lot of fronts, Brian. A lot of good things are happening. And frankly, you know, it's a little bit of a, as we used to say liberal, now they say progressive. I use the word liberal. Progressive's too nice a word because they're destroying the country. They're really destroying these liberal politicians are destroying our country. Look what they've done during Biden's 4 years. I mean, we're working on, so much of our effort goes to getting people out of the country that should have never been here in the first place. What he's done to this country, it's not him. He had no idea what was going on. Everybody knows that. It's other people. It's Lisa and this one and that, all these people, all this scum that was around the Oval, the Oval Office or around the beautiful Resolute desk telling this guy, here, do this, do that, and not even telling him. They just go over to the auto pen and sign whatever the hell they wanted to sign. Because say what you want about Biden, he wasn't for open borders. He wasn't for transgender for everybody. He wasn't for men playing in women's sports. But he has no idea what the hell, he has no idea. And they were very upset. They wanted Bernie Sanders. And after about a week of this guy, they said, wait a minute, we just hit gold. This guy has no clue. He'll do anything we tell him. And then they realized they don't even have to get permission. They just go up to the auto pen. That's a subversion. That's a takeover of our government. And you people ought to start looking at it. That's a takeover. Not only did they cheat, I guess you saw yesterday came out with China and the license plates. Tens of thousands of cards. They used those cards to vote on the second election, my second, the one 2020. Because as everybody here knows, I won that election by a lot. But the only good thing I can say is this is a much more historic term than I think I could have had as a second term. This is a much more historic election. And now we're going to put up a beautiful flagpole, and we're going to put up a flag. And I hope you enjoy it. And let's see how real people work. These are real people. You're not real people. Your job is too easy. Okay? Thank you very much.
How tall is the flagpole?
Close.
आपको बताएं कि अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप मीडिया से गुफ्तगू कर रहे थे। उनका कहना था कि ईरान के लिए मजीद मुश्किलात में इजाफा हो सकता है। ईरान की फ़िज़ाई हदूद मुकम्मल कंट्रोल में है। ईरान को गैर मशरूत सरेंडर करने की पेशकश की गई थी, लेकिन ईरान ने पेशकश मुस्तरद करके अपना नुकसान किया है। वाज़ेह कर देना चाहता हूँ कि ईरान को मुश्किलात का सामना करना पड़ सकता है। ईरान की फ़िज़ाई हदूद हमारे मुकम्मल कंट्रोल में है।
One story written. Nations, major nuclear nations. I don't think I had a story written about it, but that's okay. You know why? The people know. The people know. Did anybody write that story about the war? Did you write it? Oh, did you write it? You wrote it.
These brothers have asked you. These brothers have asked you to get more involved.
Adjustments that need to be made for Marine One departures and arrivals.
No, we put it so that Marine One is very far away. We did it in conjunction with the Air Force, with everybody, and everybody signed off on it. Now we have to have it far away. It's very far from Marine One's out there. It's out in the field. So you have to have a certain distance. We're about 3 times that distance. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody.
Can you share what you told Prime
Sir Donald Trump.
सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप मीडिया से गुफ्तगू कर रहे थे। उनका कहना था कि ईरान को पेशकश की गई थी मादे की, लेकिन ईरान ने वो पेशकश ठुकराकर अपने लिए एक गलती की है। उन्होंने कहा कि ईरान को ये गलती बहुत भारी पड़ेगी। उन्होंने कहा कि ईरान की फ़िज़ाई हदूद मुकम्मल कंट्रोल में है। इसी के साथ न्यूज़ स्टूडियो से फिल वक्त इतना ही। मज़ीद खबरों से बाखबर रहने के लिए देखते रहिए AGN न्यूज़।